Another month is here, and here is my to-be-read witchy books. I will preface this, we're getting into the not so flashy, shiny, pretty titles, and eventually we will come back into more like recent titles. We're getting into some of the weirder ones, so I don't know that we have much that I would have picked personally. This is a lot coming from my husband and mother-in-law's collection. But like I said, I am trying to get through all of the books that I currently own and not buying a whole lot of new yet, and because of that, we got some weird ones. Perhaps they'll be good though. So our first one is this one, The Path of the Dream Healer by Adam. I don't have high hopes for this. We shall see. It's from Penguin Publishing House, so I don't know how much... When I think of Penguin, or no, okay, that's really weird. It says penguin.com, but then it also on the side says Plume. I don't even know. Again, this was not one I would have bought, but we will see. I promise. We will get to new fun books. Just not quite yet. Then we have How to Do Psychic Readings Through Touch by Ted Andrews. Again, not from my collection. We shall see. This is one of mine. I bought it many years ago, and I don't think I ever actually finished reading it. This is Kindling the Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. I have the deck that goes along with this, the Oracle deck, and I absolutely love it. So we shall see if this is a good one. This next one I got as part of the Witch's Moon box when I was subscribed to them. Again, not one I probably would have personally ever picked up, but we got this little one. Egyptian Prosperity Magic, Spells and Recipes for Financial Empowerment by Claudia R. Dillier? Last name's not my strong suit. It looks interesting. I can't remember if I completed this book or not. I'm very curious how well the spell book is gonna go. Going back to their collection, we have Natural Druidry by Christopher Hughes. It's a very shiny, reflective book. Here's the back. So we shall see. I've never been much into Druidry, so I don't know what to expect. It seems to be the time reflecting back to 2015. So we have this itty bitty little pamphlet book. This one I bought used. It is The Ancient British Goddess, Her Myths, Legends, and Sacred Sites by Kathy Jones. Personally, I do not recommend her anymore because she promotes some really harmful information. So if you are not aware of her, just keep that in mind. She's one of those authors that you gotta tread careful, especially if you are a woman. The biggest thing, and the thing that officially turned me off of her completely, is that she's spreading the misinformation that birth control is going to cause you cancer. Not if, going to. And that it limits your magic. And I don't agree with that, and I think it's incredibly toxic and super harmful to be spreading that kind of misinformation. It is not your place as a spiritual teacher to tell people what medications they and their doctor have decided to use. That is not your place. Back up. You can tell me all about how the landscape and everything of the goddess is fantastic, but do not include medical advice, because that is medical advice. You're telling people to not take a medication and telling them that it's a bad idea. That's a big red flag, but I decided I'm gonna read through this. Honestly, I think I don't know. It's one of those where you're like, how do you separate the content from the author? Because I know a lot of people struggle with that with like J.K. Rowling. I personally have zero issue with it. I grew up with Harry Potter. I have very fond memories with it. So for me, like, I don't mind with that. But with her, I'm struggling a lot. So we'll talk about that in the review when it comes up this month. Because I think I have 2 other books from her. So we'll see. Then again, from the Mother-in-Law's collection, we have Freeing the Genie Within by Deborah Lynn Katz. Manifesting abundance, creativity, and success in your life. I have no idea. The cover just looks shiny and pretty, so I was like, we'll just do this one. This sounds interesting. Again, from their collection, we have Creative Visualization by a name I'm going to mispronounce. It's like Shakti Gwain? Murdering names here. Little pamphlet book. Honestly, a lot of these, I haven't even read the backs of the books because I already own them, so I might as well read them. How to Heal with Color, again by Ted Andrews. I don't know, but it's also by Llewellyn, so I'm hoping it's not going to be bad. I feel like that name sounds super familiar, but I cannot place where it's from, and I haven't looked it up, so we'll figure it out when we get there. And then the last book for this month, I think I actually got this for my husband, like when we very first got together. This is The Nine Doors of Midgar. This is by Edward Thorson. So again, he's one of those authors that people are pretty divided on. And honestly, his other book that I read, the Futhark book, it was mostly just so academic that it was so boring, but I'm hoping this might be better. Some of the reviews have said that his writing gets better, so we'll give it a shot. Again, I already own it, so I might as well read it. And there we have it. There is the books that I will be reading in the month of February. Let me know in the comments down below which one are you most excited to hear about. As always, huge thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names here on the screen. If you'd like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.